The crystal of eternal youth, an extraordinary discovery. The crystal of eternal youth, a dangerous secret. The discovery of the crystal. Marco Rinaldi, now 50 years old, carried the weariness of the years in every wrinkle. The hands were gnarled, wrinkled, and the hair was now completely white. Every morning, as she looked at herself in the mirror, she couldn't help but wonder, how is it possible that time flies so quickly? Then, one day, everything changed. It happened by chance, a discovery that would defy everything Marco thought possible. While hiking in the Dolomites, a place he loved because it reminded him of better times, he discovered something extraordinary. In the center of a dimly lit cave, he found a fist-sized fragment of rock crystal, set in a very thin vein of pure gold. But what struck him was not only the beauty of the place, it was an ancient inscription, carved into the stone itself, which spoke of an elixir of eternal youth. Once he returned home, Marco could not forget what he had seen. The elixir is prepared. Driven by curiosity and by documents found in old local archives, he discovered an ancient alchemical recipe. He used crushed rock crystal and melted gold to create a golden drink. The process was complicated, almost impossible to replicate, but Marco spent months perfecting it. Then came the decisive day. Sitting in the silence of his kitchen, with the small glass filled with that shining liquid in his hands, he hesitated. What if it doesn't work? What if it's dangerous, he thought. But, in the end, his desire to discover won over his fear. He drank. The transformation was slow but evident. The transformation and the secret. The next morning, Marco woke up full of energy. His skin, once pale and wrinkled, was smooth and shiny again. His hair, once white, had returned to its original brown. His joints no longer creaked. He looked like a young man in his 30s. But Marco quickly realized that he couldn't share the secret with just anyone. For people, such a possibility would have triggered envy and greed that were difficult to control. So, he decided to confide his discovery to just one person, Giorgio, his lifelong friend, a man his age, and equally marked by time. "Marco, you're not joking, are you?" asked Giorgio when he saw his transformed friend. "I swear, it's true. But we have to keep it a secret. No one must know." However, it wasn't long before people in the village began to ask questions. Suspicion and doubt. "Have you seen Marco? It looks like he found the fountain of eternal youth," some said laughing, but others watched with suspicious eyes. How could a 50-year-old man appear so young and full of life? Every day it became more difficult to mask the truth. Suspicions grew. Questions began to multiply. Marco and Giorgio found themselves discussing what to do: confess and risk chaos or bury that powerful secret forever? As the world around them began to tighten, Marco began to wonder, what if this gift is also a curse? How long will it be before the secret is discovered? And so, Marco walked along the village streets with an enigmatic smile, knowing that his second youth was balanced between a personal miracle and a risk that could change everything.